De azt mondja, hogy lemegyek és az elsőnél balra?
Nem, várjál. Mert először megnézzük, hogy milyen slág.
Hánykor indult? Láttad?
Nem.
I'll explain. You're from Budapest?
I know.
From when? Oh, okay. And you? Other city in Hungary?
So we're picking please.
Yes, I think I should change in one place.
You go.
Change train?
No. Yeah.
And change
Yes.
to Szeged.
Okay, and which is this?
You are here now. Go to Kőbánya and go to Kispest and go to Szeged.
Yes, okay, and so which train then to Kőbánya?
Melyikkel megy Kőbánya?
Ah, I see. 12:16, okay. Okay, figured it out there. I just asked those guys for some help because I have to change trains here, heading south to Szeged in southern Hungary, and it was a little confusing figuring out which train I needed to be on, but Kőbánya, Kispest, I'm still not sure if those are two different places, but I will figure that one out later. Okay, I have a few minutes here because the train is delayed. So let me get down here and talk about something. So I thought that I was going to have some time here to discuss the topic of why things are so much different as far as prices in different countries, but looks like this, yep, this is the train. So I'm gonna have to address this later. It is about the prices of trains in Hungary versus in Austria and Switzerland. The price difference was just ridiculous, but I will explain more later. So Kőbánya Kispest is on the other side of Budapest. So there is central Budapest on, I forget the name of the river. I know that Buda and Pest are the cities on different sides of the river, which then merged and became one city. Danube, there we go. Vienna, Bratislava, Budapest, and Belgrade are all on the Danube. And so where I'm going now is just other side of Budapest, and then I guess from there I will get the train to Szeged. But I'm not clear on whether I have to maybe change again yet, so a little confusing. I was in Budapest once before, 6 years ago, 2017. Spent 5 days here. Really nice city. And there it is, I guess. Not sure if this is the main part of the river or not, because it goes through the center of the city. But, yeah, I think the center of Budapest is more north of here. So yeah, that must have been it. Here we are, Kőbánya Kispest, where I guess there's a direct train to Szeged. It seems like kind of a random, not major train station, but I'll figure it out. All right, let's see if the board clears things up. Szeged. There we go. 102. That is the next one, platform 4, okay. Seems to be making sense, excellent. curious to see what kind of a train this is going to be, because I have first class. As you saw at the beginning there, the train from Gyor to Budapest was very nice. So, platform 4. I have a little time here, so I can explain what this video is about. Looks like that is not going to be my train. This is platform 4. I have 15 minutes or so. So obviously this train is not originating from here, or it would be sitting here. It must be coming from another more major train station in Budapest. So, why are prices so different between different countries around the world? The prices for trains, hotels, food, etc. Then why is there such a big price discrepancy between various countries? So, I don't know exactly. It is a very complicated issue, obviously. Economics, politics, and various other apparently random factors, which is kind of the point of this video. Now, I understand that pick whatever one of the most expensive, richest, most affluent countries in the world, compare that to one of the poorest countries in the world, and it just makes sense that you're going to pay less in those other countries. It is a lower, you could say, standard of living. Developing countries have a different lifestyle, and you know, there's obvious differences between the various countries around the world, and so it makes sense that, you know, based on economics and politics and exchange rates and all that, that prices are going to vary. I mean, prices vary within the United States, from Hawaii to Tennessee or whatever. But the price difference of the train that I just took compared to the trains that I took from Switzerland into Austria, and especially the one from Austria into Hungary here 2 days ago, is very mysterious to me. Why the discrepancy is so vast. So I showed the train that I was on, very nice train, and I showed the prices there. You probably didn't catch it, but 5,790 Hungarian forint, and then there was another page there. This is a supplemental. I will explain what that is about. An extra 650. So that all adds up to 17 euros or $19 US for this entire train journey from Gyor. That was a bit more than an hour train ride, the first one, and then this short little ride here, and then it will be a couple more hours down to Szeged in southern Hungary. So about 4 hours total there. By comparison, the train that I took from Austria, I bought the ticket in Salzburg, got on the train there in Salzburg, and then it was a direct train all the way to Gyor in Hungary. Didn't have to change at all. No, you know, stop at the border. There's no customs because they are both Schengen zone countries. I won't explain that once again, but there are no border controls between many of the countries within Europe. So straight shot. It stopped a few times in Vienna and a couple other places. So that train ticket was 106 euros. That is, I think, $118 US. So $19 US for 4 hours, $118 US for 3 hours. So that is, you know, 6 times as expensive. But here's the thing. I was on the same train that I took from Austria into Hungary. Not sure that it was the exact same train, but it was the same route and looked like the same train. So it's not like I was on like a worse train or a slower train or a train that made tons of stops. It was an express train, no stops from where I got on in Gyor to Budapest here. So express train, very nice. 6 times as expensive. But then, as I showed, I was in first class. The train that I took from Salzburg, Austria, to Gyor 2 days ago, I was in second class. I inquired about the first class price when I was in Salzburg because I was curious to see how big of a difference it was going to be. If it was only $10, $20 or whatever, then thought maybe I'd splurge on first class. It turned out the first class ticket was going to be 88 euros more. So 106 plus 88, and so now you're talking 194. That is $216 US. And so that is the better comparison because I was in first class here. That would have been the first class price for that 3-hour train ride. So 3-hour first class train ride for $216, or a 4-hour first class train ride. That short one wasn't first class. We'll see about this next one. But anyways, $200 more for the same train going a shorter distance. The more expensive ticket was for 3 hours instead of 4 hours. So how do you explain that? I mean, that is just so massively, massively different for a country right next door where, yeah, you can see a difference between Austria or Switzerland and Hungary a bit as far as the infrastructure, but not that big of a difference, and certainly doesn't seem to adequately explain that massive of a price difference for a train ticket. So I don't have an answer to that question. I don't understand how there can be such a huge difference. Are the operating costs in Austria, what are we talking now? 11 times more expensive in Austria versus in Hungary? Doesn't seem like that's possible. So what is the answer to that? I don't know, but just thought that I would put it out there, show the price differences, and just for the sake of discussion, like, how can it be so wildly, wildly different between 2 different countries in Europe right next to each other? All right, I will show you this next train. We'll see if I get on the first class. Coming in 3 minutes. Also going to Kiskunfelegyaza. Crazy name there. Here it is. Definitely a different looking train from the first one. Okay, it looks like there is a little first class car. Great. Nice train. Checking to see if no more seats, so this is sweet, but is this first class or business class? But then I think this is different. There were 4 seats over there, right? And there's 6 here, so maybe this is first class. That was business class, perhaps. Anyway, I can just sit wherever, and the conductor, ticket checker guy can tell me where I'm supposed to be. I think I'll stay here for now.
Szép jó napot kívánok! Ez nem jó. Ez nem ide szól. Ez ugye a Győr, Kelenföld.
Not thread.
Ez ugye Szeged fele. Hova szeretne menni?
Szeged.
Szeged.
Yeah. Extra, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
És akkor hol tetszett ő átszállni?
Alright, so going to wrap up this video here, I wanted to add that when the ticket checker lady came along there, then it turned out that my first class supplemental additional ticket there that I had bought in Gyor only covered the train from Gyor to Budapest for some reason, not from Budapest to Szeged. So I had to pay extra for that first class supplemental. I could have just gone to second class and not paid anything extra, but it was an extra 1,500 Hungarian forint, which is like $5. So that brought the cost of the ticket in total to like $23 US. So even with that extra charge, you're still looking at almost 10 times as expensive for the ticket in Austria. And then keeping in mind that that was an even shorter train ride, 3 hours instead of 4 hours, and still you're looking at 11, 12 times more expensive for the tickets in Austria on the same train, basically first class. So what is the answer? I don't know. Feel free to comment down below. So I'm not sure if I'm actually going to stop in Szeged for tonight or keep on going to another town that I'm thinking about, Mako, where they have hot springs. So I think I will just get off in Szeged, maybe put my backpack in the locker in the train station there, explore around, see if I want to stay there for tonight or maybe even another night. Tomorrow night we'll see, or maybe go to Mako and then do the hot spring experience tomorrow. We shall see, but either way, most likely we're coming from Hungary. We'll see it.